to tonight's gentle bedtime journey. On this channel, we invite you to leave the weight of the world behind as you drift into soothing tales crafted just for you. Calming, poetic, and designed to ease your mind. Tonight, our story takes us to the mythical valley of Eloria, where silver threads are spun from moonlight and the winds carry whispers of dreams. So find your most comfortable spot, settle in, breathe deeply, and let us begin. Beneath a sky of violet dusk, where moonlight drips like dew on misty hills, a quiet weaver stitched dreams into the night. Welcome to Eloria Quiet Valley, untouched by time. It is cradled by moss-covered cliffs and soft wind-song trees. Here, in the glow of a pale moon, lives an ancient weaver known only as Salian. She is no ordinary artisan. Her loom hums with the rhythm of the stars, and her threads shimmer with lunar light. Each evening, as the world begins to sleep, Saloon begins to weave dreams, gentle longing, healing dreams for all who wander in restlessness. Eloria sleeps beneath a velvet sky, where sleepy clouds like cotton sail. The river slows its silver song, and fireflies weave their light as stars begin to softly gleam. In this tranquil place, where ancient stones stand like sleeping bears, time seems to have lost its hurried pace. For here, worries wither like vines on frozen ground, and peace unfolds like a flower newly found. Tonight, the air is sweet with honeysuckle and thyme, and the distant hills are veiled in purple haze. Saloon sits in her cottage, its windows glowing with a soft, inviting light. Within, the rhythmic clatter of her loom fills the air, a comforting counterpoint to the cricket's nightly choir. Before her, bolts of silk shimmer, each a masterpiece of moonlight and stardust. Her nimble fingers dance across the threads, weaving magic with each passing hour. Her loom is a thing of wonder, its frame entwined with ivy old and new. The shuttle moves with an ethereal grace, guided by unseen hands, and as it flies, silver threads materialize, catching the moonlight and starlight in their shimmering embrace. Every knot she ties, every stitch she makes, sends ripples of peaceful energy out into the night, seeking those who yearn for rest. And then a sound, a rustle in the leaves outside, announces a visitor. He stands at the threshold, cloaked in shadows, his face obscured by the darkness of his hood. As he steps inside, the firelight dances in his weary eyes, revealing a traveler worn by life's long, dusty road. His shoulders sag with burdens, and his hands are rough, telling tales of countless journeys and restless nights. For many years, he has wandered the earth, seeking solace, but finding only fleeting respite. In his heart, a deep sadness lingers, a longing for forgotten dreams. And so he has come to Eloria, drawn by the ethereal light that spills from Saloon's cottage, hoping to mend the fractured remnants of his soul. With quiet reverence, he speaks to Saloon, his voice raspy from disuse, like an old, abandoned song. He tells her of his weariness, of his fragmented memories, and of his desperate need for healing. As he speaks, the firelight flickers, casting dancing shadows on the walls, mirroring the turmoil within his breast. Celian listens with a timeless grace, her eyes filled with understanding. When he falls silent, she motions for him to sit, and as he does, she begins to hum a soft, lilting tune. The melody drifts through the room, weaving its way into the very fabric of the space. It speaks of ancient wisdom and of starlight secrets, resonating with the forgotten depths of his being. As her song fills the room, she rises from her seat and approaches the loom. With gentle hands, she begins to weave, and as she does, the threads of moonlight seem to respond, weaving themselves into a tapestry of hope. The air grows still, the only sound the rhythmic clatter of the loom as Celine creates, guided by an otherworldly light. With each passing moment, the tapestry takes shape, thread by silver thread, and as it does, the traveler feels a sense of calm he's never known. Memories resurface, bittersweet and tender, and he finds himself enveloped in a tapestry of dreams long forgotten. He remembers a time before weariness etched lines onto his brow, when laughter echoed through sun-drenched fields and the warmth of loved ones nestled in his heart. As the tapestry widens, his dreams return, carried on the wings of Selena's ethereal song. But there are threads of sorrow, too, moments of loss and longing that tug at his heartstrings. Yet, even in these darker hues, he finds solace, for they, too, are part of his story, part of the rich, complex mosaic that is his life. In the tapestry, he sees meadows kissed by the dawn, where wildflowers swayed in the gentle breeze, whispering secrets to the waking world. He sees faces etched with love and kindness, their smiles like beacons guiding him through life's stormy seas. He sees a young boy gazing up at the stars, his eyes filled with wonder and dreams yet to be spun. And as he looks deeper, he sees himself in every thread, every twist and turn, every color and shade. A testament to a life fully lived, a life that, though fraught with weariness, was also rich with love, laughter, and light. It is a journey through the labyrinth of his soul, a path illuminated by Selena's masterful touch. With each passing moment, the traveler feels his weariness lift, replaced by a burgeoning hope, a rekindled flame that threatens to consume the encroaching darkness. Celine weaves tirelessly, her movements fluid and graceful, her focus unwavering. The tapestry grows, encompassing not just his past, but his present, too. It becomes a mirror, reflecting the pain in his eyes, the sorrow in his heart, and the flicker of hope that refuses to be extinguished. She weaves in the strength of ancient mountains, the resilience of weathered trees, and the unwavering constancy of the stars. She infuses the threads with the laughter of children, the warmth of hearth and home, and the sweet, haunting melodies of forgotten lullabies. As the tapestry nears completion, the room is filled with a luminous glow, and the traveler feels tears prickling at his eyes. It is not a sorrow born of sadness, but a cleansing release, a catharsis of the soul. At last, Celine steps back, her work complete. The tapestry hangs before them, a luminous masterpiece. In its depths, the traveler sees his entire life story, not as a burden, but as a gift. He sees the threads of joy and sorrow intertwined, creating a vibrant, intricate pattern that speaks of a life well lived. And as he gazes upon it, he understands that it is not in the absence of pain, but in the acceptance of all that life has to offer, that true healing lies. Slowly, the traveler unties the cord that holds the tapestry, and as he does, he feels a surge of gratitude for Salian and her timeless gift. With the tapestry wrapped around his shoulders, he steps out into the silvery moonlight. The night is alive with the music of crickets, and the velvet sky is a canvas for 1,000 dreams. As he walks, the tapestry shifts and flows, adapting to his every move, becoming a part of him once more. He feels lighter now, his burdens eased, his spirit mended. The valley of Eloria shimmers in the moonlight, and the ancient trees seem to hum with contentment. As the traveler turns to leave, he casts one last glance at the cottage, its window glowing like a distant star. He knows that he can always return, that the threads of Eloria are woven into the fabric of his soul, and that Celine will always be there, ready to weave dreams into the night. And so the traveler continues his journey, his steps lighter, his heart fuller, forever changed by the magic of Eloria and the Moon Weaver's timeless art. Thank you for wandering through the Valley of Eloria tonight. May Celine's threads wrap gently around your dreams and carry you into a sleep that restores your heart. If this tale brought peace to your evening, please consider leaving a gentle like, a thoughtful comment, or subscribing to join us on more dreamlit journeys. Sleep well, dream deeply, and remember, you are always welcome.